my high days changed, and I got in better shape because I stayed closer to always being on point in a sense. We'll finish you.
Guys,
I still got my abs. A lot of people think the gym is selfish time. Unless you're taking care of yourself, even Anthony Robbins talks about this, unless you're taking care of yourself first and foremost, you can't take care of others. It is the largest in history pizza party going on today, and it's an event, and they're doing a lot for charity. Keith Evans is a waste of genetic gifts, but besides that, he's able to do that. Now, let's jump back to what I talked to Lindsay about, is that metaphorically, striker's the thing that I worry about when I'm out.
Yep.
But also, when I am out, and I just, like I said, Frank Zane was the other day, I didn't get to live it. I was there, I did the stuff, it was awesome, but I didn't get to live in the moment. And then yesterday was my show, and I didn't get to live in the moment because I had to do stuff. How do you, I mean, you have 3 amazing kids that you spend, I don't want to say a lot of time with. You prioritize time with them, which is amazing, because I think, and that's why, if you guys don't know, godfather to my son, because of who he is, not the business, not anything else. It's because of who he is and how he lives his life. So, how do you live in those moments when you're with them, when you have so much going on?
Yeah, I think it's what we were talking about before. Like, when I'm there, I have to, and it's been something that's a learned behavior, right? It's not, when I was talking to you about Christian, so I have 3, I have 21, 17, and a 5-year-old.
So you didn't do this right from the start. You weren't just perfect at this.
Yeah.
You had to learn?
100%. And then I call that maturing, because before it was all about, hey, business, 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 I need to make money. And I would put that out there. I need to make money for them, to support them, to be this, whatever you want to call it, right? And those are all materialistic things. For me now, it's about experiences, about life moments, about creating memories with the people that I love, because sure, this sounds cliche, but it is. Life is too short, right? You have a limited amount of time. So it's what you choose to do with your time when is the important thing. And so as Christian, like when him growing up, I wasn't always there for everything, right? Or when I was with him, I'd be on my cell phone, I'd be doing something else, and that's not living in the moment, right? So with Ryder, it's been totally different. I've matured, I've evolved, I've had to learn, and it's more, when I'm with him, I am present with him in all aspects of being with him. He is it, right? And that's where, like you say with Frank saying, if I'm in a moment, but I have 50 million other things going on, I had to learn to be able to put those in a back frame, let's say, where I'm going to live in the moment right now, enjoy, take it all in, materialize it all within me, right? And then I know I can go back. Nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to, your world's not going to crumble and fall apart. That's what I used to think a lot of the time, right? From that
I'm
moment.
still thinking that way.
So, but that's something I had to continually work on. I think if I didn't work on what I do every day, my habits and different things, and even like the reason I say I have to train at 3 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock, whatever time I train. And some people say, oh, you wake up, it's selfish. I don't think that's selfish, because to me, it's I have to do that to be able to be a better person to my kids, to my wife, to my employees, right? If I'm not doing that, I don't feel that I can be at my best for them. So those are things that, again, I've had to learn to prioritize, but that allows me to then free up different things in my mind, because to me, the gym and stuff, it's more like almost therapy for me, right? But it allows me to put that in that space that I've learned to grow and then be present in that moment. So I think that's a big lesson that I had to learn.
I 100% agree with, he said something there, and I know he went right over it real fast. The gym, a lot of people think the gym is selfish time. Unless you're taking care of yourself, even Anthony Robbins talks about this, unless you're taking care of yourself first and foremost, you can't take care of others.
100%.
It's like the mask on the plane. First thing you do is put the mask on yourself. Now you can help somebody else. The first thing you should do is take care of your house. Then you can move outside the house and help the neighbors, and then help the city, and then go big, big, big. I think so many people try to, and
it's also, I'd say one thing just on the kids, like it's like when you're learning to be present in there, like it's kids take your behaviors and they're going to duplicate those behaviors and stuff, right? In school and in life, whatever, they're going to be a reflection of you. So I see that if I'm all like, I'll call it jittery, or hey, like we got to go, because I'm thinking these 5 other things in my head with Christian before, right? Then what is he going to do in those situations? It's going to be like, hey, like that same behavior, right? But again, I had to learn that to move those out, so that with Ryder, it's 100% we can go slower, we can enjoy things, right? We can stress things out. But I don't see that with Ryder. I see all 3 kids, different personalities, but I can go, holy crap, I know why this was learned behavior, because Christian I was this way with, right? Or Rowan has these tendencies because she saw this in me for so long, right? And I see with Ryder, it's like, holy, he's totally different. He's chill, but that wasn't me for many years. But I see those little pieces that I've had to work on coming in him as well. So it's cool.
I hope this stuff helped you. We're going to be off to I guess this is
Dan Fleischman's
40th birthday.
Big charity event.
It is a charity event. It is the largest in history pizza party going on today, and it's an event, and they're doing a lot for charity, and we get to go down there and do this, and we are going to go to somewhere where it's going to have a lot of food. It is a Sunday, so most people eat on this day. I, on the other hand, am getting ready for a movie, and so I want to look not in shape. I want to look like a different person. So I'm really forcing this nutrition, and so I'm going to this thing, and I'm not going to eat anything there. My meals are packed, ready to go. So for you guys that are dealing with Sundays and the family eats something, try to stay on the plan. All you Titans out there, stay on the plan. Keep doing your thing. Is there something, because I know you're good about this. Him and Mona are really good when it comes to being consistent through healthy eating. You don't go crazy. You don't ever go bad. Mona never goes bad. Like sometimes when I have a high day, I'll go more Heath Evans approach. Not as if nobody goes as bad as Heath Evans. Heath Evans is a waste of genetic gifts. But besides that, he's able to do that. How do you stay on such a good point? You always text me and I see these pictures. Your big cheat is like sushi.
Yeah. So I think that's also a mindset behavior for me because, like, as you know, I wasn't always in good shape, right? So it's funny, I just showed you that picture. Like someone sent me from.
Well, wait a minute. You just said that you're not in good shape. How long ago was that?
Yeah, so I'm 47 now. So basically, from 35 years old was really when it clicked in my head what I needed to do on the diet and learn.
So something is still a chip on the shoulder from 12 years ago?
It's longer than that. So my nickname growing up in.
This is important to me just because you guys are going, well, no, that's 12 years ago. Move on. I'm still that 14-year-old kid that was teased about dyslexia. So these are huge things.
Yeah, so same thing with me where nickname growing up was Lumpy, right? I was that 250, 260 pound kid. And I never want to go back to being that, I'll call it sort of named fat kid, right? And I think it's like, hey, so when you do say my cheat, like, yeah, I'll show you pancakes or whatever, but it's also, in my mind, I have that discipline. And so again, I'm not going to let myself ever stray. And I look at all the things we do in fitness and stuff, and I'll call it health, as tools, right? Or resources, I'll call it whatever you want to say, arrows like in the quiver, right? And I know which lever I can pull at any one time. So if I go over, and my over is never over, right? It's like, hey, I did too much, eat, whatever. But I'm going to then dial that back into my training, or I know what I need to do on my diet the next day to pull that back. Or if I know I'm going to go out and I'm going to do something like on a Sunday, then I'm going to reserve those calories during the day, right? But I'm also going to train back or legs or whatever, and I know I got that surplus.
So you can use those good calories for something.
Yeah, so it's how you use the pieces in that puzzle, or how you're making that Rubik's Cube work, right, to get the colors matched up. And that's learned. It's not when they say cheat. Like, I remember the first time they said it, I did my first show. After the show, everyone's like, oh, you're going to go eat. I ate all these bags of nuts. I felt like shit for 3 days because I hadn't had. But again, I've only ever done that once, right? After that, that's learned behavior. I don't like that. I don't like the results. So again, depending on, I say you have to be the hardest person on yourself. You have to have that employer-boss relationship where you have to have that split.
I'm pretty easy on myself when it comes to diet and training.
I don't think so. So pretty crazy. I saw that bowl of salad and celery.
So here's the thing. Icon has also set up something else. And like I showed you at the beginning. So something I used to do is in an old relationship when I had cheat meals and I was powerlifting, I would eat a lot of pizza and bad foods. And then a decade ago, I started hanging out with Mona and eating, and she would cook foods. And she would cook great tasting foods. And so my high days changed, and I got in better shape because I stayed closer to always being on point in a sense. Now, I understand you guys want pizza. I understand that you guys want something. But trust me when I say this, the popcorn or the healthy foods, or have you had my Titan breakfast burrito?
Awesome.
Oh my gosh. I know. Okay, we'll go. But I'm just saying that there's so much that Mona just made overnight oats for me. Now I know that sounds healthy, but man, is it tasty.
Yeah, I think I say like stuff like this and the oats and different things. I call it making good, better, bad choices. Okay.
Good, better, bad choices.
So it's not like you're going to eat that whole pizza,
I
okay?
gotta
But you
write
might
that
have that overnight oats, right? And it's again, it's going to take that craving away, and take everything, right? But you got your protein, so that's a better bad choice than going and eating a huge bowl of cereal, okay? Or it's like the pizza, right? There's all sorts of different alternatives we won't get into, but again, making that good, better, bad choice. And I think when you look at those and you compartmentalize whatever you want to say on those choices down the road, it's a learned behavior that you're going to keep going into. So.
I hope you guys suck this up. There's a lot of knowledge here today. A lot of knowledge. And let me say this too, and I think you'll agree with this. It's that little movement that you do. I don't do the pizza. I have the meatballs with some spaghetti or something like that. Just the small little choices over a period of time make the biggest difference.
Correct. 100%.
I also realize this. I'm the guy that one is too much where 100's not enough. And so what I mean by that is like one cookie, if I have one, it's too much because I'll want all of them. And then if I have 100, it's still not enough. I want more. So I know that there's a trigger point. There's something where if I go to it, I'm not coming back from it. And that's where I don't want to go to. So try to make those choices and say, this is my line. I'm not going to cross this line. And set yourself up because the fact of what he just said. If you travel, the food's already there, so you're not going to cheat. If what did we do that whole year that I guest post almost every single weekend?
Food shipped everywhere.
Food was shipped before I even got on the flight. It was already at my hotel where I was traveling. I never cheated, and that way I got to guest post every single weekend.
Yeah, there's no excuse not to prepare, not to have it planned out for you. As long as you plan, like you said, you're not going to fail, right? So that plan can be made. You can go online to if you're giving them diets, etc. You can plan. You can pick those different things, assortments. Again, lots of different things like the popcorn and other things that are those good, better, bad choices, but allow you to stay away from the bad choices. So.
And the final statement is this. Okay, he's a pro. I get that. You don't need to be a pro. But you want to be in shape for the kids, for the family, for the friends, for your significant other. And don't tell me you don't. That's a lie. You want to be. And I understand that. And so that's why I'm telling you guys this. And you're not going to follow me. I don't want you to follow me if you want to be mediocre. I don't want you to follow me if you want to be average. I want Titans. And I got some Titans on here right now. I got this young lady that's going to be competing here. I got some good people in the Titan crew that you guys are savages. And that's what I want. I want to be around that. I don't want to be around the average because average is, and mostly in the last couple of years, average has dropped.
Yeah.
Everything is, oh no, that's fine. That's fine. I want people that want to be better, like him. And if you can circle around and have these kind of people like him or Lindsay, Teresa, not so much. She's a little high maintenance, but I'm just kidding. All right. We'll finish you.
Guys.
I still got my abs. You guys have a great day. Thank you so much for hanging out. I know you do because you're getting ready for a show to win, not compete, to win.